Hey everybody, welcome back. We're talking Marvel Snap. What are you gonna use for your free Series 3 card this month? What should you use? We talked series drops in a video the other day. Talk about that again real quick and talk about how you might want to analyze and think about what you should keep your eye out. And while there's not a lot of time left for this offer here, I do want to cover it real quick. A couple people were asking about it. I'm personally not buying it. And obviously this one will be done. And this was, in my opinion, an April's Fool's thing. Have fun with it if you have the gold. Why not, right? So weekly bundle number 2, it's basically a 36% discount, the 1,000 tokens, 100 credits, 300 gold. It's very similar to the weekend number 1 bundle. The only difference is they took away 100 credits, added 100 gold, and then gave you a mystery variant. So it seems like it's a much better value than that original weekend offer. So I think they're starting to see, like, again, I keep talking about how they're testing. This to me shows like, all right, maybe that one didn't do as well, this weekend one. So now they're trying to up the value a little bit. The base pricing has jumped by $11 on. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a weekend 3 bundle that maybe jumps by another $11 and keeps that $20 US price point. Ideally, in my mind, if I'm spending $20 on this game, 1,500 tokens, 500 credits, 300 to 400 gold and a mystery variant. That's what I'm gonna be looking at that going, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Oddly enough, you look at the Momoko bundle, 1,500 credits, 1,500 gold, doesn't have tokens in it, but that's what you're looking for. When you spend 20 bucks, you want to get about a 63-64% base pricing discount to spend that money. Hopefully they'll get it. All right, so let's talk about what you want to do for your free Series 3 card. First, make sure that you're aware of how many cards you've got left in Series or Pool 3. I use a tracker. I think the tracker's great. You don't necessarily have to use it, but do know what Pool 3 or Series 3 cards you have left. I'm 71% complete there. I have about 25 left. Now the question is, what are those 25, right? Well, this same tracker, luckily, is very good in showing another section here where I can go to my collection, and I've got this filtered for what Pool 3 or Series 3 cards do I not own. So I can go through here and look at this, and now this is for me personally. I recommend you doing the exact same thing. I come through and I go, all right, I've got Adam Warlock, Coulson, Tomb of Mur. These are all decent cards, nothing that is jumping out. Of these, I mean, honestly, I like Coulson, Warlock, Mordo. Atum is sort of hot right now. I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. All right, next row, I'm looking at Captain Marvel. Yeah, I like that one for sure. So far, that's automatically bumping that top row. So now I'm like, Captain Marvel's at the top of my list. Doc Ock and Electro are sort of in that same realm. So I'm like, maybe, but I don't have Galactus, so maybe I don't really need Octopus or Electro, really. I mean, I do like those energy cards to ramp up, but the rest of these, Hellcarrier, man, I thought I had Hellcow, apparently not. Human Torch, Jane Foster, maybe Jane Foster, because I do like to play Thor a bit. And then I get to the next row and I go, all right, Luke Cage, yes, I want Luke Cage very badly. M'Baku, don't care. Maximus is fine card, but not gonna Patriot, sure. Psylocke, yes. Red Skull, yes. Spider-Man, yes. And then even on this last row here, I'm looking like Hood, yeah, I like it. Typhoid Mary, no. Ultron, yeah. Viper, no. So I'm really, for me personally, man, it'd be a tough call, but I'm looking at, I guess, maybe Patriot, Red Skull, Psylocke, Luke Cage, maybe Hood, Captain Marvel, because I like playing a move deck a little bit. Not that, I mean, she's move on her own. She really fits anywhere. Electro, I don't know if I said Psylocke, but that's kind of where I'm at. But again, don't forget, what about the series drops? So remember, these cards drop every month or so, and know what's going to drop each month. So that way, one, you know when to spend or save. And that was what the video I did the other day was, is you want to spend those tokens on something that's in the shop or wait for it to drop and use your reserve. Also, on top of that is this something you're going to want to use for your free card? Because remember, you don't just have to do reserves to get that card. You might just say, that's the one I'm pinning. So that's what I'm looking at here. We should have in April, we should get Bast, Shuri, Super Skrull, Valkyrie, and Black Panther all dropping. Now, for me personally, I've already got Shuri, Super Skrull, and Valkyrie in my collection. But I will tell you that Bast might be the one that I put at the top on my list. That might be the one that I want to get for free this month. That's my analysis. So again, just go through here and sort of look at what do you want, how much cards do you have left to get, and then which ones are in here. Again, you need the tracker, but even if you don't, my recommendation would be to go through here and look and sort of know which ones you have or don't have. So now I've got it just sorted for Series 3 cards. And when I go through here, this is the sort of thing that I look through, maybe for you, what I would maybe recommend picking. This whole top line, No, I would not. Quinjet's fallen off quite a bit. Second line, no. If you got a huge card collection that you've got to do, I wouldn't get any of those. This line is the first one that maybe I'd consider one, and it's really just Daredevil. I would maybe consider that, but that's only if some of these other ones that we're about to look through aren't, or that you either have them or you just really, really want Daredevil. Nothing in this line at all. In this line, I would consider Mystique, maybe Patriot if you're really leaning on that deck and you've really got a bunch in there. Cerebro, I think's okay. I don't think I'd grab that one. In this line, Wave for sure. Like Wave jumps. Wave has always been one of the cards that I think is sort of a top notch. I think Wave does a lot of good things. This next line, I mean, if you don't have Dracula, I think Dracula is a generally good card that can fit in a lot of different decks, not just discard decks, just something that's got a lot of high-powered cards. Wong is still pretty solid. I think there's better cards besides him, but of this row, that's maybe Absorbing Man. He's okay. This row, not looking at anything on that row at all. Taskmaster's an option. Sera for sure is an option. Aero, while falling off, still a pretty good card, is a lot of control in it. Next line here, we've already talked about most of these cards. The only ones I would put in here, Doom, I think on this line is probably the best one. Zola's not bad, but I don't think I would use my free card on that one. Hell is not bad, but again, same thing. She-Hulk, 100%. She-Hulk is like in that Aero, Wave, Sera group. Those four, by the way, absolutely fantastic. Mags is a little bit under that in my mind. And then we've got Death as far as what's on this bottom line. Death is the other one I'd consider. But again, you've got to make sure that you're using a Destroy type deck to be able to really play Death. So, and she does pair pretty well with She-Hulk. So something to think of. Those are the cards that I would look at if you don't have this tracker. Just look through this. Make a list. Literally just write them down on a sheet of paper and go, you know what? These are my top priorities. That's the one I want for this month. So what are you going to do? What are you thinking about? Are you going to do a She-Hulk? Are you going to get Bast or a Shuri? If you don't have Shuri, that's probably the one I'd grab, by the way. I would 100% do Shuri. Plan for that. If you don't ever, I hope you didn't spend your tokens on her already. If you have, not a bad buy. Maybe look at something like Bast, depending on what you got. Or Dr. Doom, again, great. She-Hulk, great. If this video has been helpful for you at all, please consider hammering down on that like button. Or if you just hated it, maybe, click that you know what? Or if you hate this video, well, you know what? Hammer down on that dislike button, but do it 2 times to really show it that you don't like, okay? Twice, not once, twice. Want to share with your aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews? Appreciate it. Until next time, hope you have a wonderful day.